reasons for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
Two shots, gentlemen.
Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw good from Gasol.
At the line for the Bulls.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Brooks from outside. Shot is off. Good D by Stevenson. Clippers trail by 13. Rivers passes to Stevenson. Here's Griffin.
Yeah. Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. For three, Dunleavy, and he gets it to go.
Dunleavy for three.
Dunleavy's got himself on the board with three there. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And the Clippers call time here. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris, here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Tony Snell comes in for Mike Dunleavy, and it's Butler in for Rose.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And Griffin slams it in.
Assist goes
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Clippers trail by 18. Pierce attacking. Redick with it. Butler covering. And there's the feed to Rivers. He dishes it to Smith. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 16. Here's Snell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Bulls foul. Aaron Brooks. That's his third personal foul.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
That one misses. And here is Noah. 2 on the clock. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Bulls. Make some noise.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Clippers trail by 21, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Pierce is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Rose. Lets it go from 11. Again, Chicago.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Stevenson drives in, and the wide open shot from Redick. Again, the Clippers.
Lance Stevenson.
Now here's Rose. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Pierce. Clippers trail by 18. Jordan with a screen on Butler. Layup off the pick.
Paul Pierce.
And Pierce with the lay-in.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Now the pass to Redick. Shoots from the right block. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Butler attacking. Here's Mirotic. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
The dish to Pierce. Paul against Rose. Jordan with a screen on Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Puts it up from 12. Again, Chicago.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to report 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Poked away. Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
The Bulls leading by 18. Here's Pierce. Missed inside.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Rose goes in. Good D by Jordan. Clippers trail by 18. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, it's not the end of the world, Kevin. They took care of business early, and this game looks like it's probably in the bag anyway.
Brooks checked in for Chicago. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Los Angeles. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Pierce takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And that one's good by Butler.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one up.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that. Yeah, he'll make a walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
The Bulls making a switch here. Moore's checked in. The first free throw is good.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Wesley Johnson's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Austin Rivers in for J.J. Redick.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
It's stolen by Johnson. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA all-team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point in his career.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Clippers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Derrick Rose. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
That's good.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.